What are the 3 English pronunciation mistakes that you might be making with the word practice? Well, if you're a non-native English speaker who wants more confidence and more influence when you speak English, then in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you the 3 mistakes that people often make when they use the word practice. And I'm going to actually show you how I taught these 3 mistakes to my client so that he went from making 2 of the mistakes
practice,
to saying this word nice and confidently and nice and clearly in a very, very short period of time.
Practice.
Now we're about to get started with the video, but before I do, I want your feedback. This video is a bit different because I'm actually going to show you footage from one of my pronunciation sessions with one of my clients. So you're going to actually see the very mistakes that he was making on the call, and then I'm going to show you the advice I gave him, and then I'm going to show you how within just a few minutes he was able to completely remove these pronunciation mistakes and speak more clearly and more confidently when he was using this word. So I want you to comment below and let me know if you like this kind of video where I'm actually showing you real transformations that I'm getting with real clients of mine, because if you do, then I'm going to make more videos like this in the future. So let me know in the comments if you like this style of video, and that's going to enable me to keep making content that helps you in the best way possible. So there are 3 mistakes with the word practice. The 3rd mistake that he's not making in this video, but is a very, very common mistake for people to make, is with the PR combination at the beginning of the word. So he's doing really well here. He's saying the PR combination practice, which is exactly how he should be saying it.
Practice.
What a lot of people do is they'll say practice, or something like that, where their tongue touches the roof of their mouth for the R sound when it shouldn't. And also the r, the English R, where your lip bunches up and then comes down, isn't strong enough. So I often hear it being pronounced practice, instead of practice. Okay? So the first thing to be aware of is to make sure that you're saying practice, a nice strong R sound without your tongue touching the roof of your mouth. The second thing that you need to do, which many people don't do, especially Mandarin speakers or speakers of languages where you don't have multiple consonants next to each other without a vowel sound in between. In English, we've got practice. Now, what happens when you've got 2 plosive consonants together, like practice, you've got a K sound and a T sound. It's important that you go into the position of the K sound before you make the T sound. You don't need to say practice. When we've got multiple plosives that come together in English, we don't make them both. What we do is we go into the position of the first one. We then might release a little bit of airflow, but not all the airflow like we would if the plosive came at the beginning of the word. So it's not practice, it's practice. You might hear a little bit of airflow come out my mouth, you might not. But the important thing is to go into the K position and stop airflow. You must stop airflow in the K position. If not, you're just going to say practice, and that sounds very, very wrong. And this applies to all plosive combinations in English. You need to go into the position of the first one when you stop the airflow.
Practice.
And the third mistake was my client was making an ix, practice, at the end of the word. He was adding in a K sound, probably because you had a C letter written in the word.
Practice, 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 practice.
But it's not pronounced like that at all. The end, the second syllable in the word practice, is is. It's is, soft S, is. So the way to put this together is to say is, then add the T sound, tis, then practice, 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 practice. Can you hear how I've got a nice strong pr there? I'm then going into the K sound, actis, and then transitioning to the T sound, and then is at the end is nice and soft. There's no K sound there, nothing complicated, nice and simple, practice. Okay? So there you have it. Make sure that you're getting all 3 points here correct. The PR combination is one that so many people struggle with from all different languages, from all different countries. So is the two plosives when they come together. It's really important that you're making that plosive combination correctly. And then the is at the end. If you found this video useful, give it a thumbs up and let me know if you were making any of these mistakes in the comments below. But also let me know if you like this style of video where I'm showing you video footage from my sessions. If you are, then I'm going to make more videos like this to help you speak English with more confidence and more influence and more personality. Okay? Thumbs up, subscribe and turn notifications on if you want to improve your pronunciation so that you feel more confident speaking English. And I'll see you in the next tutorial.